We are here at LaSalle Waterfront Park, and today we're going to be going on a bike ride. Before we start, let's go over here and check out this view over here. There's a couple things I can show you before we go. Now, the cool thing about LaSalle Waterfront Park is the trail over here, which is what we're going to be going down. It takes you all the way to the falls. This is a great path, it's probably one of my favorite paths to go down, especially for biking. And if you look over here, there's a little fishing platform. You can fish. I know there's a lot of bass. If you come over here at night, there's catfish, bullhead. Then over here, there's a gazebo. And a nice overview of the river. And the path we're going to take is going to go down all the way along the river down there. Now if we go over here, I'm going to show you these ReadyShare bikes. I'll explain that, and then we'll go over some safety things. Look over here, they have these ReadyShare bikes. There's actually an app, and these bikes are all over the city. So what I'll do is right now I'll pause this, and I'll give you some instructions on how these work. But the nice thing is if you don't have a bike, you can always get one, rent it, and there's spots like this all over the city where you can set them down and they'll charge, and they have these little solar panels on the back, so they're pretty cool.
To ride a social bicycle, create an account on the website, through the mobile app, or at a station kiosk. Select your network and membership plan, enter payment information, and choose your own 4-digit PIN code. Once registered, you are given an account number. To unlock a bike, type your account number into the keypad on the back of the bike. Press the green check mark and enter your PIN code. Remove the U-bar and place it in the holster. Or if you have a member card, just wake the bike by pressing any button and hold the card to the keypad. When prompted, enter your PIN code and remove the U-bar and place it in the holster. If you are not in front of the bike and would like to make an advanced reservation, just use the mobile app or web browser to locate a bike or a station. Click on the map icon to find nearby bikes and stations, and complete the reservation. When you arrive, just enter your PIN code, remove the U-bar, and place it in the holster. Once you unlock the bike, automatic front and rear lights turn on. You can also use the integrated front basket to store items up to 20 pounds. Make sure to adjust the seat so that you can ride comfortably. Now you're ready to ride. During your ride, you are able to see the duration, distance, and cost of your trip on the bike's LCD display or through the mobile app. Each bike has real-time GPS, which allows you to see the exact route of your trip. Need to make a stop but don't want to end your reservation? Lock the bike at a regular bike parking rack. Just use the hold button on the keypad and make sure the screen indicates the bike is on hold. When you're done riding, you can return the bike to a nearby station. Lock the bicycle to the station dock and give it a gentle tug to confirm it's secure. Check the screen to make sure the reservation is complete. The screen will blink green and say thank you. If you didn't lock the bike properly, the screen will flash red and sound an alert. Just tug the U-bar until the bike is locked. Social bikes can work with regular bike racks. If the hub is full, you can lock a bike to a rack near a hub for no additional fee. You can also lock a bike anywhere in the system area for a small extra charge. This out-of-hub fee is then posted to the map as a credit and is used to incentivize the next rider to bring the bike back to a station. Have an issue such as a flat tire during your ride? Just press the repair button on the keypad, choose the issue, and lock the bike to a bike parking rack. Details about the issue will be sent to the operator, letting them know you had a problem. The bike will be unavailable until the issue is resolved. We hope you enjoy social bicycles. Keep riding!
And if you don't have a bike, these ReadyShare bikes are pretty handy. You can use them if you'd like, just if you wanted to explore. There is a deal they have, as you can see on the screen here, Niagara Falls residents. You can get an annual pass for only $1. That's for the whole year. And then every minute is only 1 cent. So you could ride for an entire hour and it would only be about 60 cents. So that's cool to know. It says you can find a QR code. It actually shows it right here in the picture. QR code, and you can scan that if you're a Niagara Falls resident. Also, if you look at the map, I was messing around with the app for this, It shows you where all these bike stations are and how many bikes are there. So that's kind of cool. You can probably find one in your neighborhood. And the app here, you can download if you have an Android or an iPhone, and you just set up an account, and you can reserve a bike. It's pretty neat. So if you're interested, there's some info here. Now we're gonna go over to the trailhead where the trail starts over here. I'm actually gonna loop around this way, and then we'll start heading in the way we want to go. So whenever you're biking, safety should always be first. Same thing if you're hiking. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pause before we start and go over a couple of safety things. So the top 10 rules. Here they are. 1. Make sure your helmet is properly fitted to your head. Use the straps to make sure your head is protected. 2. Make sure your bike is the right size for you too. If you ride a bike that's too big, you could lose control or fall over. 3. Tie your shoes tight and tuck in your laces. You don't want them getting caught. 4. Make sure a parent or guardian checks the air in your tires or your rollerblades, unless you're old enough to do this on your own. If you decide to rollerblade, you should also check those wheels. 5. Wear bright clothes and reflective devices, so other riders can see you biking. 6. Put your headphones away. You want to hear the world around you while you're riding. 7. Do not ride at night. If you're heading home as it gets dark, always use your reflective gear. 8. Look both ways every time you cross the road. And 9. If it's a busy intersection, don't be afraid to get off your bike and walk it across the street. And finally, 10. Follow the rules of the road, wearing your helmet and equipping your bike with reflective gear. So stay safe. Alright, always remember safety first. Now we're going to start heading down this way, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a workout on my watch. See if I can get that going. If you've never done this before, see this, if you have an Apple Watch, this little green guy, looks like he's running. If you press that, it'll bring you to workout, and then you just select, it'll say outdoor cycle. Open goal just means that it's just going to track what you're doing. It'll say ready, and then you're going to start. So we're going to start heading down this way, and I'll stop and we'll be checking our calories, our heart rate, and our distance traveled along the way. All right, right here it's a little loud, but we are right at the Grand Island Bridge, the North Grand Island Bridge. We're going to be heading down this way, and I'll stop. There's a little parking lot area that you can actually drive to from Buffalo Ave, so we're going to stop there. I'll show you around there. All right, right here we're at about, we've gone about 0.8 miles so far. This street right here goes down to Buffalo Ave. I'm not really sure what street this is. I'll put that up on the screen for you, but this is a good place you can park. You can go fishing if you want to. The fire trucks were just here emptying out their truck into the river, but we're gonna keep heading forward. We're gonna go to the water intakes next. This is the spot we're coming up to now. I'm gonna keep going just because I wanna make better time. We're at 1.32 miles. These are the water intakes. Now, the water from the upper river here gets pumped in. There's little like tunnels underneath here, and they go all the way underground under the city to the reservoir, and they fill up the reservoir. And then the water from the reservoir gets empty into the at the power authority to generate power. So this is where they pull most of the water. And actually, the more water they pull up here, the less water is going over the falls. And there's intakes on the Canadian side too. An interesting thing is during tourist season, they actually pump less water out during the day so that there's more water going over the falls. So the water levels at the bottom of the gorge are always higher during tourist season. But these are the water intakes. We are at, it's about 1.5 miles down the path. So we're gonna go up here. We'll notice there's some elevation changes when you get over here. See, there's a little hill here. And also, if you're ever biking and it's later in the day, I know this from experience, there can be a lot of bugs up along the river, especially where all these trees are. So either try to find a time of day where there's not so many, like not around dusk, or if you are going to go, make sure you wear like sunglasses, something over your eyes, because you don't want to get a bug in your eye if you're riding your bike. You can always put your head down, but it's always good to have something over your eyes, just in case, especially if you plan on going a little bit fast. All right, we're going to continue up this way, and there's going to be a little spot where the trails kind of branch off, so I'll show you that. Interesting spot. There's a parking lot. You can park here if you're coming on the Niagara Scenic Parkway. It's like the second exit coming from downtown. And then you can hop right on this path and you're kind of closer to the falls if you didn't want to go all the way from LaSalle. Because right now we are at 2.32 miles. Up here, there's a little bit of an elevation change and the trail kind of splits up. We're getting closer to the state park now. We're at about 2.7 miles. So always, if you have a bike that has different gears, you could always drop the gear when you're doing these going up elevations like this. I usually just keep mine kind of low anyways, a little less resistance, but you can if you're not used to it, you'll definitely feel the burn in your hamstrings and your glutes. It is a very good workout, especially biking uphill. I'm feeling it a little bit, I'll tell you that. All right, as we come up here, this path kind of splits, but both of them take you to the same place. I'm gonna go down to the right. You could go to the left. It kind of just branches off. There's a couple spots to the left where you can look at the water, but I don't feel like going uphill anymore. So I'm gonna stay this way, go downhill, and I'll come back if I see anything interesting. Hey, sorry, I think my phone got a little blurry there for a second. I was trying to fix something and it went blurry, but it wasn't that far. So here we are. It's the old stone chimney. This is right. This gives you a little bit of history on it. They've moved this thing around a lot. Actually, it shows it on this map. All right, we're gonna turn around and head back this way. All right, once we get here, we're at about 3.15 miles. There's a split in the trail here. Now, I like to go this way, the Shoreline Trail it's called. You can see the sign here. It's just more scenic, more stuff to see. This is gonna bring us downtown Niagara Falls and to the state park. We're gonna take this all the way down to the falls. Right here we have kind of like a little pond. I'll show you this real fast. This didn't used to be here. They actually dug this out when they redid the park down here, and they put all these paths in. I don't think you can fish in here. You might be able to fish in here, but it's just a nice little place to sit down. You can see the river over here. This is kind of the entrance to the state park. If you're familiar with downtown, there's the casino. So we're getting close to downtown, to the falls. So we'll head back this way. We have gone almost 3.5 miles. I mean, it's only been 25 minutes and I've been stopping a lot. So it's really not that bad of a ride. Let's head back this way. All right, we're at about 3.9 miles. This is right where the rapids start to pick up. Never get in the water, obviously. It is a really nice day today. And we're gonna be heading down this way. One thing I'll say is once you get about here and you keep taking this trail down towards the falls, the elevation drops, so you don't really have to pedal that much. You're just kind of cruising down. So I'll make sure I strap my phone in real good, my camera in real good, so that I can hit my brakes if I need to, because we're gonna be going a lot faster. One of my favorite spots here. There's benches here right before we get to the bridge to go to Goat Island, and it's just the rapids are crazy over here. And again, it looks inviting, looks like a beachfront, but you obviously don't want to be going in this water. No wade. Here, I'll kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about how the bike path kind of goes downhill all the way to the brink of the falls. You can just, if I just keep recording here, you'll be able to tell I'm not even pedaling now, I just stopped. And we're going, I'm even holding the brakes. Just cruising down. You got the rapids on your left. Very nice. Very nice day. A lot of tourists out taking in the sights. I'm gonna stay left and go around. If you went that way, it would take you to Goat Island. I'm gonna keep this way, go right to the falls. All right, we're at the falls. That is about 4.42 miles. It took 34 minutes, but I mean, I stopped a lot. I was kind of showing you guys stuff. Plus, I wasn't really trying to go that fast. You could make it down here probably about 25 minutes if you're not stopping and you're kind of going at a good clip. But there's a lot of people here today, and it's a Wednesday. This place keeps getting busier and busier. All right, that's gonna be it for LaSalle Waterfront Park Trail. Hope you enjoyed it.